Wind at 12 o'clock. 3 miles per hour. High Ground 1 reporting. Suspect, side 2, level 1, opening 7. No weapon visible. Wind at 4 o'clock. 8 miles per hour. High Ground 1, immediate threat, weapon visible.
High Ground 1, you have the authority to take the shot. Repeat, green light.
Target hit, threat neutralized.
Entry Team A, prepare for stealth entry.
Officer, Sergeant Rooker and I will be attending the Use of Force Review Board hearing to testify regarding our personal knowledge of the shooting incident you were involved in. We do not anticipate disciplinary actions to be taken against you, but until the Office of Internal Affairs, the Use of Force Review Board, and the officer-involved shooting team have completed their investigation, you're relieved of active duty. This is a formality. Don't despair. Keep training with your element. You'll be back in the saddle in no time.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, Miss Brown. Your assistance is very much appreciated. Can you tell me what type of business Eastman Enterprises is?
You've never heard of Eastman's? That's very strange. You must not read any business journals. Well, for your information, Eastman Enterprises is a very large, multinational corporation. This is just one of the many manufacturing plants the company owns. We manufacture various plastics used in aerospace. We have worldwide contracts. However, our largest customer is the federal government.
What can you tell me about Mr. Eastman? Does he have any enemies?
Ron Eastman is a shark. He's built this business from scratch. I'm sure he's stepped on people along the way. Look, we receive contracts worth hundreds of millions of dollars each year, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who would love to see Ron Eastman go out of business. But why? Why do you want to know all this? You know, nobody's told me what's going on here. What has happened to Mr. Eastman, and why are police surrounding the block?
Miss Brown, are you aware of any threats toward the business or Mr. Eastman?
Threats? No, and I doubt very much that Mr. Eastman has received any personal threats. He runs around here like it's still a small business. As a matter of fact, there's no security on the premises. I mean, I've asked for security. Don't think I haven't. All sorts of people have shown up around here wanting jobs, wondering what this big complex is. You should see the parade of oddballs.
Miss Brown, where is Mr. Eastman's office?
We're all in the main building. The building with all the glass. Accounts payable is in the front section. Ron and I have our offices on the far side. That would be the left side if you were looking at the front of the building. Ron's office is first, mine's second. It's actually a pretty small office for the amount of billing that passes through there.
Has the company ever been picketed? Ever had any trouble with activists, unions, community groups?
Well, we've had a couple of groups protesting our association with the government. You know, people parading out front with signs saying our products go into bombs that kill babies, things like that. But why are you asking me all this? Where is Ron? What has happened to him? You know, you're sure full of a lot of questions and no answers. If you're not going to tell me what's going on around here, then I'll find someone who will.
I've got the factory foreman here. His name is Durham, Andy Durham. Come on over, Andy. This is Mr. Andy Durham, the plant foreman.
Hi.
This officer has some questions for you. When you're done here, go on out to the south gate.
Mr. Durham, can you give me the layout of the main building?
Sure. It's got a fancy front, all glass. That's where personnel and payroll is, you know. Mr. Eastman's office, stuff like that. Then the back of the building, that's where the real action is. That area houses our heavy machinery, presses, coolers for processing purposes. You know, we make high-tech plastics, state of the art. The stuff we make goes into outer space. No kidding.
Mr. Durham, do you have much interaction with Ron Eastman?
Oh, I sure do. Every day, all the time. I mean, he's a real hands-on owner. His office is just on the other side of my presses. Well, the company presses. I think of them as my own, you know, because I work with them every day. Had to go to the manufacturing plant where they were built just to learn how to run them. Mr. Eastman even went there with me. Together, the both of us probably know more about those presses than anybody else in this lot.
You said Mr. Eastman's office is on the other side of your presses. There's a connecting door from the plant floor to the office?
Sure, yeah. I mean, there's the front entrance to the office, you know, in that fancy glass part, and then from the floor, you can get into the office. The building looks really big, and it is, except we had to section off the area for the presses. They need special air conditioners to keep them cool. So, like that area is just for the presses. The backside is for storage, and then, you know, in the front is the office. It's just right there. You know, I got all these guys down the street waiting to find out if they're working today. I really need to get over there. We square with everything because I really got to go.
Okay. C&T tells me that a fax was sent to the Times about 20 minutes ago. It said that the main building of Eastman's was going to be blown up at noon. That gives us 2 hours. 2 hours to secure the hostage, capture the bad guys, and find the bomb. Pup, why don't you mark the board for your approach? On the board, we have a diagram of 2 buildings. Building 2 is a storage warehouse already cleared this morning by Paulden's Element. Building 1 is the main building. It's up to us to clear and secure it. Now, Building 1 has 2 entrances. The first, on side 1, is the glass door. The other is on side 2. According to the blueprints, this building has been modified from the original plans. There's been a wall with no indications of a passage put in the main plant area. Pup, point out where you think we should enter. If you're sure about side 1, why don't you go ahead and confirm your decision and mark the board? What do you think, Pup? Stealth or dynamic? All right, a stealth entrance. What do you want to do about high ground, Pup? If you're confident with your decision,